maybe I should learn that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Coach, I have 4 questions.
Okay.
One is, you like rotating your players. But from whenever I see you, you're always playing all 12.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any reason for this, or it's just because you're comfortable with the lead and you wanted to give everybody a chance to play?
We'd like to play as many as we can. That may not always be 12 players. It may be 9 or 10. And right now, they're kind of, trying to see who those players are going to be. And so in these games where we have a good lead, I can play everyone. And, there's still guys competing to be in positions. And, we'll have a couple of more players at next camp. So it's not automatic that they're going to be in the 12 next time. So they have to, they have to play to keep their spots. And so, the game was a situation where I could play everyone, but I want to see what everybody can do, right now.
Okay, and especially the point guard position. I know you played all 12 in different positions, but you played as many as 4 people at point. Vishesh started off as playing point because Joginder was more of a shooting guard.
Well, no, Joginder, we really play Joginder more. I mean, it looks like Vishesh is sometimes a point guard because he'll get that first outlet pass. Okay. But he's really playing the 2 guard where Joginder primarily plays the 1. When we're running our set offenses and all that, he's the 1. So.
Okay, and what do you have to say about Akhil? Because I think this is his first time he's playing for India, and he had an extended 10 minutes in the second to third.
He did. I thought for his first game he played pretty well. He's still learning. He's still making some mental mistakes in regards to running our plays because he's, Joginder's been doing it for a year in Vishesh, and so they know my system where he's still learning. He's doing his best, and he did some good things, but he still had ways to go to just really execute our offenses as a point guard. I thought his defense was pretty good overall. So.
Okay, and we kept hearing you shout, push the ball.
Right.
So are you happy with the tempo today? Because we did get a lot of transition
We
baskets.
did. We want to be a team that is a fast-breaking team, but we also want to be a really good half-court team. And my philosophy is we want to push the ball and see if we can score early. But if we don't, we still have more time on the clock. I tell these guys, when you walk it up the floor, which I see a lot of teams do, even in the Nationals and all that in India. They walk up the floor. Well, now you're down about 15 seconds to run your half-court offense. So what we want to do is we want to push it. If we've got easy baskets, we'll take it. If not, we've got 20 seconds plus, to run our half-court. Now, we still have a ways to go to be more patient in that, but yeah, we want to be a fast-breaking team. We're going to run on misses and makes.
Okay.
But we also want to be a great half-court team, and I think that adds to it. It's getting up the floor quickly, so you've got more time. Okay. So you hear me say a lot, let's score early or late. Probably the worst shot to take is usually when you don't have a fast break. You make one pass and somebody just throws it up. Yeah. So now you want to, if you don't get that early basket, you want to break them down in your half-court offense and get something good. So.
Okay, and when you talk about half-court offense, I think there was still quite a few turnovers because some players didn't know who's in the corner, and when they were sort of passing across the defense, the ball sort of just got lost in the crowd. Yeah. So is that something? I know this is the first camp. Is it just rust, or do you expect it to get better?
We've gotten better. When I came here, I felt like that was our biggest weakness. We had several weaknesses, but our biggest weakness is we turned the ball over too much.
Okay.
I looked at their teams in the past, and really even since I've been here, we're getting better. But that's still, the teams I've always had in the U.S., most all of them had more assists than turnovers every year. And we're not there yet. We're still probably more turnovers than assists. It is getting better, and we work on it every day. We have drills working on not turning the ball over. But yeah, I thought we did okay tonight. But you're right, we probably turned it over a few too many times, and that's something that we're going to keep working at every game to get those down.
Okay, and Amrit Pal didn't get a lot of playing time after maybe the first quarter or first half, and even earlier I've seen him. He plays these bursts of 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Is it a stamina issue, or are you protecting him from injuries?
Well, he played the whole third quarter. I never took him out of the third quarter. He started the third quarter and played the whole time, and he probably would have played more than that if we had not had such a big lead. The reason he came out in the first half is because of foul trouble. And I've got to treat this, even though it was a little bit of a lopsided game. I want to treat it like every game, where if you get pretty much with me, if you get 2 fouls in the first half, unless we're really down, and we have to have him in there, he's not going to play much more usually, because I'd rather have 3 fouls to work with in the second half than him get his third foul, and now we're down. So now you start the second half, somebody gets a quick foul, now you're at 4, and now So that's the only reason he sat that whole first half. And then I started in third quarter, played the whole third quarter, and then we wanted to get some other people.
Okay, and going into the next games, because you played the defending champions today, so this is like sending out a really strong message to the other teams.
Right.
So, but looking at our team, what do you want to see the team improve in the coming games?
Well, we need to continue to work on our defense. I thought it was okay, but we still made some mistakes. I mean, I could tell you all the specifics, but basically, it's not where I want it to be yet. I want us to really play great team defense, and at times we did, times we didn't. So we got to work on that. I also want us to be more patient in the half court. We attacked and we scored easy baskets, but I thought we were a little impatient once we got into the half court. And need to break them down. And that's why you saw at the end we were running a lot of set plays. And that was some of it was to work on those, and some was just to try to be more patient, in the half court game. So those are probably the two main things. And silly fouls. We just made. And my philosophy is you're only getting to get 3 good calls. You're probably gonna. There are going to be 2 fouls, and maybe you really didn't foul in the game.
Okay.
And so I tell them, you're really only working with 3 fouls. So you got to be careful, because fouling doesn't mean hustle. Fouling negates hustle. When hustling is getting there early and not having to foul, being in the right position. Usually fouling comes from being lazy or being late somewhere, being out of position. Then you kind of try to make up for it, and you foul. And so, we talk a lot about that, and so those are probably 3 areas that we need to work on.
Okay, coach. Thanks a lot. All the best for the next game.